Eren, you're the number 3 ranked welterweight with an impressive 15 T3 record. What does it mean to compete at TLR 250 Freedom?
It means a lot because it's the biggest event in TLR history, and I am the main eventer for that event. So, yeah, it means a lot to me.
Your opponent is TLR President Joe Rogan. Did you ever imagine you'd have the chance to fight the man who runs the organization?
Yeah, obviously, I always think about that, fighting with TLR's president and owner, like, because it's like something unusual that promos do.
Joe Rogan has promised to hand over TLR if he loses. Does that add extra motivation heading into this fight?
Yes, it adds very big motivation to me because it's a 3K members promo, and if I win that fight, I'm the new owner of TLR. Like, like it's like the best thing and the best bet I can say.
Do you believe Joe is underestimating you? Or do you think he knows exactly how dangerous you are?
Joe Rogan is underestimating me when he talks about me, but inside that he feels like he thinks that he will gonna fucking kill, bro. Like, I know him, and he knows that he is gonna lose.
What has your training camp focused on in preparation for such an unusual opponent?
I haven't started training yet for Joe Rogan since he's a washed guy, but he has a very good record in PTB, and he is a boxer mostly. And I think I'm starting to prepare like soon.
If you defeat Joe Rogan and become the new owner of TLR, what would be your first change as president?
In your question, you say if, but I'm 100% sure that I will beat him so easily. And the first change I will do is like selling TLR to 100k Robux.
How do you expect this fight to end? Are you looking for a knockout, submission, or a dominant decision?
I'm looking for a knockout, like, because since I came from retirement, like most of my wins by knockout. So yeah, of course I will go for a knockout.
Do you feel any pressure knowing the future of TLR could depend on the outcome of this fight?
I don't feel any pressure, but since I see the predictions, like they vote for him because they are like scared to like to not get a fight in events.
Do you feel any pressure knowing the future of TLR could depend on the outcome of this fight?
Like, I appreciate the support my fans give me, and in this historic event, I don't want to disappoint them.
Finally, what would you like to say directly to Joe Rogan before the cage door closes at TLR 250?
Joe Rogan, you will make sure that you're not a fucking fighter and you're a fucking promoter, you fucking bitch ass.
Dark, you're the reigning TLR bantamweight champion with a 13-3 record and 8 finishes. How excited are you to headline TLR 250 Freedom?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be on the biggest card of TLR, and it's an honor to be there and to get ready to fight the interim champion right now. I'm getting ready right now, I'm training. So yeah, there's many thoughts coming into this event.
Your opponent, Ethan Topuria, is the interim bantamweight champion with a 10-1-1 record. What are your thoughts on him as a fighter?
Ethan, he's a very great fighter. I know it. I've seen him fight. He's very, let's say, advanced, and he does what he does the best, and that is fighting. And yeah, I gotta be ready for his knockout power, and I'm gonna get ready for everything he has. And as a fighter, I think he's a great fighter. Yeah.
This is a champion versus interim champion unification bout. Does that make this fight feel even more important?
To be honest, making him an interim doesn't make me feel any more like important. It doesn't make me feel more scared or anything. The reason he got it is just because I didn't fight a lot. I do know he's a great fighter, but it doesn't depend anything on the belt he has. But yeah, I think I will still beat him.
You are only one finish away from tying the TLR record of 9 finishes. Is breaking that record something you're thinking about?
It would be great beating that record, of course, but I haven't been really thinking about it as much as the fight. I think I've got bigger things to worry about, but if the knockout does come to happen, I wouldn't mind being tied with the record, of course, and yeah.
What do you believe is your biggest advantage over Ethan Topuria?
My biggest advantage, I think, it's how nervous he gets coming into fights. I don't really get nervous coming into these fights, and when I see him fight, he usually doesn't do what he does in sparring and things like that. He usually does panic. So I'm gonna use that as an advantage to get to him. And that he's back foot. I'm really good at countering back foots.
How has your training camp been, and what has been the main focus preparing for this fight?
It's been good. I'm just getting started on the camp right now. Just getting warmed up to be in the main camp. I've been mostly training clips of him fighting, and I've been sparring, and I've been doing things. But the most I've been training for is probably his style of fighting and getting to counter his style. So yeah.
Do you expect this fight to go the full distance, or are you looking for another finish?
For me, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be taking my time, of course. I'm not gonna be rushing anything. Rushing, it could get me in deep trouble. Last time I tried that, I think I got knocked out. But I'm gonna try to go for the decision win. But if the knockout does come, of course I'm gonna be taking the chance to knock him out.
Many fans consider this one of the biggest bantamweight fights in TLR history. Do you feel any extra pressure?
Yeah, I feel like there's more pressure coming into this fight since many people have hyped this up, and it's on the biggest card of the league. And of course, it's gonna be extra pressure, but it doesn't really bother me at all. I've been under pressure many times. I could get through it. I'm gonna try to beat Ethan either way.
What would successfully defending your undisputed championship mean to you?
It would mean a lot. It would show that becoming a champion isn't a one-time achievement, and that it actually takes more to be a champion than to just be a champion. You have to defend it. You have to be consistent, which I know I haven't. So if I successfully defend this, it will show that I'm much better than people actually think, and it will help me, get better in the career.
Finally, do you have a message for all the fans watching TLR 250?
To all the fans in TLR 250 Freedom, thank you guys for coming. I won't let you guys down. I will do my best to beat Ethan and hopefully defend my belt and be the reigning champion. And yeah, guys, see you guys in the ring.
Joe, you've shocked the MMA world by stepping into the cage against the 3-ranked welterweight, Eren Saki. Why did you decide to take this fight?
Listen, speaking for myself, I own this league, and I've never once set foot in my own octagon. And TLR Freedom 250 is undoubtedly the TLR's biggest and most historic event of all time. I've decided to enter my own octagon for the first time at this grand event. And as for why Eren Saki, I don't hate anyone in my league, TLR, and I respect them for bringing the league to where it is today. But there's someone right now, Eren Saki, who used to be my closest friend and is now my most hated rival. That's exactly why I want to handle this business on the biggest event in TLR history.
You recently said that if you lose, you'll hand over control of TLR to Eren Saki. Do you truly stand by that promise?
Yes, that's right. And I'm a man of my word. I went to this fight with complete confidence, and I couldn't be more certain I will beat this guy with the whole world watching. And that's exactly why I'm putting such a huge thing on the line, TLR ownership.
Many people believe you're risking everything. Do you think the stakes have ever been higher in TLR history?
But what are we talking about is literally the ownership of TLR. Do you think stakes have been ever higher in TLR history? I don't think so.
Eren Saki has an impressive 15-3 record. What makes you believe you can defeat such an experienced fighter?
I don't care what record he has. I created this man to be who he is today. I found him alone at the street corner. I educated him. I reserved him a place in TLR so he can be recognized more. In short, I built him. And I know the best how to destroy something I've built.
Carlos el Loco with microphone. How has your training camp been, and who has helped prepare you for this challenge?
Man, my training camp has been perfect. I'm locked in and all focused to demolish that guy in front of everyone. He will receive the beating he has never received. I just can't wait for it.
As the president of TLR, how difficult is it to separate your responsibilities from preparing for such an important fight?
I mean, it's quite difficult. I'm not planning to lie on that. We are doing our best with the promotion and preparing for the biggest event of TLR history. I'm planning to present the TLR fans the biggest event, and at the same time, I plan to give this guy a lesson that he will never, ever forget.
What concerns you the most about fighting Eren Saki?
What concerns me the most is never about myself. What I worry about is what will happen to Eren when we get into that octagon together. I'm not going to control myself. I mean, the worst thing that can happen to him is dying, right?
How do you want fans to remember this fight, regardless of the outcome?
All the fans to remember this fight and say there was once the owner of a league that stepped into the octagon with a legend and has put the ownership on the line, then knocked him out, because that's exactly what will happen June 27th.
Finally, do you have one last message for Eren Saki before you meet him inside the cage at TLR 250?
Yes, I do have a message to that prick. You're a dead man, Eren Saki. They will carry your dead body out of the octagon once I'm done with you.
Time to end this suffering! All these lines on my face getting clearer. Stream on, stream on, stream on, stream on, stream on, stream on.
Stream on with Paramount Plus from $6.99 a month.
You're the interim bantamweight champion with a 10-1-1 record. How excited are you for the biggest fight of your career?
Yeah, I'm very excited for this fight, biggest fight of my career, and I can't wait to win the actual belt.
You're facing the undisputed champion, Dark Leonard. What do you think makes this the toughest challenge you've ever had?
To be honest, I don't think this is going to be the hardest challenge. I've faced harder opponents, but I'm not going to underestimate Doc. I do think he's a great fighter, but I believe I'll win.
This is a title unification bout. How much does becoming the undisputed champion mean to you?
Becoming the undisputed champion means a lot to me because it's literally all I've been fighting for. So winning the actual belt, it'll mean a lot actually.
Dark Leonard has built an incredible reputation as champion. What weaknesses have you seen in his game?
I haven't seen much of Doc's fight clips, but closer to the fight day, I'm gonna analyze his style and the weaknesses that he has.
How has your training camp prepared you specifically for Dark Leonard's fighting style?
My training camp's been good, but I don't want to say much so that Doc doesn't get like a little advantage of how I train. But all you guys gotta know is that my training camp's been going perfect.
Many fans believe Dark will retain his title. What would you say to everyone doubting your chances?
As soon as I become the undisputed champion, it's gonna be great. But I'm gonna have to defend against a lot of great prospects such as Andrea, Topuria, and many other good fighters in the division.
If you become the undisputed champion at TLR 250 Freedom, how will that change your career?
My biggest advantage over Doc is that I don't feel much pressure when I fight in these big events, and this is probably going to be one of the biggest events of TLR. And I know that Doc has a lot of pressure on him as he has to defend this belt. But for me, I don't feel no pressure at all.
Last question. What message would you like to send directly to Dark Leonard and the fans?
My last message for Doc is to train hard, make sure he puts up a good fight, and it's all respect at the end of the day.
CJ, you're the #1 ranked contender with a 10-2-1 record. How does it feel heading into a massive fight at TLR 250 Freedom?
It feels good to be the #1 contender, you know. I've been a dominant force in TLR for a while now, and I'm looking to keep that statement true on June 27th.
This fight could determine the next title challenger. How important is this matchup for your career?
This matchup is important to my career. I need to prove that I can be the welterweight champion, and I need to show Milo Shankic that he needs to train for me and stop ducking me.
What do you believe gives you the edge over Eli Seed in this fight?
I think Eli Seed is a great fighter, but there is holes in his game and weaknesses that are just strengths in my game, such as my attacking ability, my striking, my kickboxing, and I think I'm going to show that when we come to fight.
Your record includes draws and tough battles. How have those experiences shaped you as a fighter?
The experiences of my past fights with legends like Zbigniew Bekov, Sharon Magomedov, and all these top fighters have given me experience to never back down even if I'm losing in a fight, and I think that's good.
Do you feel pressure being the #1 contender, or do you embrace that position?
Being #1 contender, of course, it adds pressure, but I prefer to think of it as a privilege and show why I'm #1 contender.
How has your training camp prepared you specifically for Eli Seed's style?
In training camp, we've been training with heavyweights, we've been training with lower class weights, so I'm ready for the speed and the power when it comes to fighting Eli Seed, just in case I get caught in trouble.
Do you expect this fight to be a technical chess match or an all-out war?
I mean, looking at Eli's last fight, he was getting dominated up until round 5. So I think I will dominate him, and I just have to watch out for his aggressive style. But I think I will end up knocking him out.
If you win at TLR 250, do you believe you deserve the next title shot immediately?
If I win at TLR 250, I mean, the next title shot is not up to me. It's up to Joe Rogan. So I'm going to have to show why I should get that title shot.
Finally, what message do you want to send to Eli Seed before you meet him in the cage?
Final message to Eli Seed is, good luck and I respect you, man, but you really should not have stepped in, so I'm going to have to put your lights out.
These lines on my face getting clearer. Stream on, stream on, stream on.
Paramount Plus from $6.99 a month.
Cruz, you're coming into this fight with an impressive 9-1 record. How excited are you for the biggest fight of your career?
Man, I feel good. I can't wait for my revenge, Marco.
You're facing Batuhan Saki, the TLR triple champion with a 19-1 record. What makes you believe you can be the one to defeat him?
I believe that he never fought somebody as good as me. And his win over me last time was, I know there's no time for excuses, but it was really lucky. So
many fans see Batuhan as one of the greatest champions in TLR history. Do you think he's unbeatable?
I think he's the opposite. I think he's actually really beatable. Like, a lot of people got rounds of him back then. And even myself, when I was on that 30 FPS PC, I got a round of him. So this shit gonna be easier than y'all think.
How has your training camp prepared you for someone as experienced and dominant as Batuhan?
Marco, I wanna admit that I have not been training at all. I have been focused on my fight in PTB with Law. It's a big fight for me. Batuhan is too, but not as big. He won't be as hard. So, like, to this day, zero MMA training. After my fight tomorrow, I'll get started.
What do you think is Batuhan's biggest weakness, and how do you plan to exploit it?
I think Batuhan's biggest weakness, other than his timing, is that he gets adapted to very easily. I have been playing Elo a lot with him this season, and I've been beating his ass like bad, and I got his timing down, and I can adapt to him easily now. I always did, but I'm just saying for now, because he's very easy.
If you defeat Batuhan and become champion, what would that moment mean to you?
Me winning Batuhan would just be my revenge, and that's it. I don't think, and honestly, me putting a stop to his legacy. That's it. Nothing else. He's not a big fight.
Do you expect this fight to go the distance, or are you looking to finish the champion?
I will try to finish him as early as I can. Put a stop to his ass. It can go to distance if I honestly don't lock in from the first round, as I did with TJ. But other than that, I'm gonna try to finish him. I don't care anymore.
How do you handle the pressure of fighting in one of the biggest matches at TLR 250 Freedom?
The pressure is nothing to me. I've got taught this and even learned it on my own. If you believe that you're better, if you're the best, it doesn't matter anymore. Just put your confidence into it and go on and fight.
What message do you have for everyone who believes Batuhan Saki will successfully defend his title?
Hey, for anybody and everybody that believes that Batuhan will defend himself against me, the title, you're mad fucking wrong. And put your money on me. Put the house on me. I'm knocking this nigga out.
Finally, what would you like to say directly to Batuhan Saki before you meet him inside the cage?
And for my final message, for you, Batuhan, hey, your days are over. You had a good run.
Batuhan, you're a triple champion in TLR with an incredible 19-1 record. How does it feel to defend one of your titles at TLR 250 Freedom?
It feels good to defend my title for the fourth time against my wife, Cruz. It's gonna be very easy for me. Yeah.
Your challenger, Cruz Davis, comes into this fight with an impressive 9-1 record. What do you think makes him a legitimate contender?
His record was more impressive before fighting me. It's gonna be even worse in the second time.
As a triple champion, do you feel more pressure than any other fighter on the roster?
This is a dumb fuck idiot monkey question.
No me hagas daño, mierda turca, que te jodan la boca.
As you say, I'm a triple champion. Why I be pressured? I already did something everyone want to do.
Many fans consider you one of the greatest fighters in TLR history. Do you believe you've already cemented your legacy?
Yes, I cemented my legacy in the last event, TLR vs. LFC, biggest event, against a guy probably 69 times better than Cruz. I whooped his ass. Yeah, I already cemented it, bro.
What has been the biggest focus of your training camp for Cruz Davis?
I'm not gonna say anything about my game plan, you idiot monkey.
Не смей со мной так разговаривать. Это вонючая турецкая дрянь. Иди нахуй.
But maybe not eating that much kebabs, maybe.
Do you think Cruz Davis has what it takes to push you harder than any of your previous opponents?
According to the first fight, it took like 3 rounds. So no, maybe he proved me wrong in the second fight by getting 50-45 by me. But right now, no, I don't even see him as hard as George.
If you had to name your greatest strength as a fighter, what would it be?
Having the biggest dick in the heavyweight division.
With a 19-1 record, what has been the key to your incredible success inside the cage?
Sticking to game plan, not stress, being cold, and also going to fembo.
Bu maçın nasıl biteceğini düşünüyorsunuz? Knockout, pes ettirme ya da bir baskın unvan savunması mı bekliyorsunuz?
Okay, as I said, none of your fucking business. I'm not gonna leak anything.
Siktir git. Orospu çocuğu.
But probably touching his toes. I don't know. We will figure that out in the octagon. I don't have a game plan. I never do.
Finally, what message would you like to send to Cruz Davis and all the fans before your title defense at TLR 250 Freedom?
Cruz, you had a great run, son. You did a great job for your daddy by beating TJ. Now, it's your end, you know. I'm gonna glow you. I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna break your mouth, so I'm gonna be sure you won't eat Burger King like every day. Maybe I will probably help you lose weight, you fucking fat idiot.